First at 5, it's now up to a federal grand jury. It's up to a federal grand jury to determine whether Clayton County Sheriff Victor Hill violated 7 inmates' constitutional rights when they were allegedly strapped to a chair for hours at a time.
And he's told, Hill's attorneys told jurors that he was doing his job and protecting his county and employees. 11 Alive's Doug Richards is live now from federal court. Doug?
This was a federal trial jury which just went home a few minutes ago, and there were really very few shades of gray presented in the closing arguments to that jury earlier today. To hear federal prosecutors say it, Clayton County Sheriff Victor Hill bullied and abused inmates and violated their constitutional rights, and to hear Hill's defense attorneys say it, he was just doing his job as Clayton County's top law enforcement officer. Prosecutors say Clayton County Sheriff Victor Hill needed little provocation to put 7 inmates in a restraint chair for hours at a time. When some of Hill's top staff testified during the trial, not a single law enforcement officer gave any reason to put these people in the chair, except the sheriff told me to do it. Assistant U.S. Attorney Brent Gray told jurors today the jail would be a very peaceful place if they strapped all 1,600 inmates into restraint chairs, Gray told jurors. Hill has been Clayton County's sheriff for 14 years and has stayed popular with voters despite his own brush with the law in 2015 when he accidentally shot a friend. Following this federal indictment involving the inmates, Governor Brian Kemp suspended Hill pending the outcome of the trial. Hill's defense attorney, Drew Findling, told jurors he's serving the voters, even if he has to make it a little uncomfortable to make sure everybody and every employee is in a safe environment. Findling told jurors that inmates strapped and cuffed into the chair, some for 4 hours at a time, were not abused. Every 15 minutes you're checked, he told jurors. The nurses check. The system works. Victor Hill testified in his own defense yesterday. He told jurors that the inmates that were strapped in the chair were chosen because of the totality of their behavior, not just in the jail, but also leading up to their transportation to the jail. Federal prosecutors say that's a crime. And the jury will pick this up when they resume deliberations Monday. Live at federal court, Doug Richards, 11 Alive News.
All right, Doug, thanks a lot for being on top of that. Here's